It's 56 past 1. Just following up on my iMac issue, Final Cut Pro shutting it down. Hey, let's get some lights on in here. Get some background light, let's get some foreground light. Oh, let's get some beautiful ambience while we do this. As if to point me, or as if to confuse the issue even more, last night, so the last 2 days I've been editing on my MacBook Pro on the laptop. Last night while I was editing, I figured I might as well just run like Final Cut on the iMac, just let it sit there for, you know, an hour or so and see if it shuts it down. And I let it sit there on the project. This one here, 18 replace. It's just my way of telling that was the one that was causing the issue. So I let it sit there, and of course it didn't quit ever. It sat on the program with no issues. So then I came and I played with the timeline a little bit, and I put clips in and put clips out. It didn't quit once. That got me thinking that maybe today I could go back to using the iMac as my edit machine. I don't know what the issue was 2 days ago. It doesn't really make any sense. And so I came in today, and sure enough, I dumped all my footage in here, made a brand new project in the existing library called 20, which is this guy here. And my edit timeline looks like that, and it's currently exporting, and it's almost finished the export. And yeah, it seems to be working perfectly. So, I mean, could it be corrupt files coming from the GoPro or even coming from the GH5? So just to show you my timeline, this piece here, this is my intro piece. This is a piece of footage already exported. So that's not off a camera. This section here, the leading to the waiver day, that's from the GH5. Then we'll just scroll along a little. And then all this footage here is obviously GoPro footage. And then at the outro, after the GoPro footage runs, this little bit here is GH5, and then again the tail end, the end slate is already a pre-recorded, pre-compressed file. And look, the successful export was just successful. Man, this is I've got to lower my exposures here. So yeah, look. So what I was saying is, in my project on Final Cut Pro, I've got a mixture of pre-made content, pre-exported content, if you like, and camera footage from 3 cameras. That's the other thing I forgot to show you. In the timeline here, the third camera is this kind of footage here. That's from the iPad on the beach. So there's 3 cameras rolling at the once, and what I'm thinking might have happened, I don't know for a fact, maybe one of the cameras had a corrupt file, and it would throw an error on the iMac only. I don't know why it wouldn't throw the error on the MacBook Pro, because the exact same files were used there. But either way, I am touching wood, and I'm hoping that I can go back to finishing the waiver day on the iMac. If you have any idea of why this might be the case, and by the way, it's not CPU related, because the CPU, the fans only kick in when the CPU kicks in really into gear on this iMac, and the only time that happens, you might have just heard it dying down, it only happens when it's exporting, not when I'm editing, only when I'm compressing a file out. So the fans weren't running, so it wasn't a CPU thing. But yeah, I mean,